Hello everyone, welcome to the part 4 of the detailed solution and explanation video of 2015 question paper of MSc Botany entrance exam of Delhi University. Let's start with the questions. Female gametophyte in Peperomia is. So the answer is it is tetrasporic, 16 nucleate and polypolar. Uh, Mature Peperomia type female gametophytes are normally tetrasporic, 16 nucleate, polypolar and 9-celled structure. However, this is a very recent finding that in Peperomia hispidula of obviously Piperaceae, a 3-celled female gametophyte is found, making the female gametophyte a 10-celled structure. This may be asked in the exam, you just keep in notice. Next question, elysosomes arise as an outgrowth of. So the answer is Raphe or hilum. Let's see what are elysosomes. So elyosome are an extension of Raphe and hilum, as we already have answered. So you can see this in the figure also, and on the right hand side you can see an elysome over the seed, and next elysome containing seed which is carried by ant. So elyosomes are lipid and protein rich fleshy structures that are attached to the seeds of many plant species. They are an outgrowth of either the raphe or the hilum of the ovule. Elyosome contain seeds are taken away by the ants. The ants take these seeds to feed elyosome to their larvae. After the larvae consume the elyosome, the ants take the seeds to their waste disposal area, which is organic nutrient rich from the dead ant bodies or other materials which aid in seed germination. This mode of seed dispersal through ant is called myrmecory. Next question, X bodies formed during fertilization in flowering plants represent the. This is a very direct question. I think just by knowing the answer we will know that X bodies are actually degenerated nuclei of the synergid and the vegetative nucleus. The question doesn't need any more explanation. A specimen or any other element selected from the original material cited by the author when no holotype was designated at the time of publication is called. The answer is C, that is lectotype. For a detailed explanation on the nomenclature type, please see the part 3 video of 2014 question paper. The solution is around 2 minute 30-second timeline. The link for the video is also shared below in the description box of this video. Next question, a group that includes a common ancestor and some but not all of its descendant is called. The answer is paraphyletic. So let's read a little bit about these monophyletic, paraphyletic and polyphyletic. Just refer to the diagram and the color in the diagram. Monophyletic is represented by blue, para by green and poly by red. So monophyletic taxon includes most recent common ancestor of a group along with all of its descendants. Paraphyletic taxon includes most recent common ancestor but not all of its descendant, similar to a monophyletic group excluding some. Polyphyletic taxon includes the one that does not include the common ancestor of all members of the taxon. And plethysmomorphic is an evolutionary trait of a group that is not unique only to the members of that group and therefore cannot be used as a diagnostic or defining character for the group or to trace back the ancestor. So the answer to this is, the question was that a group that includes a common ancestor and some but not all of its descendant is actually paraphyletic as defined. Next question, the floral formula showing bisexual zygomorphic, and then this is complete arrangement, represent which of the following. So this is actually the floral formula of Fabaceae or Leguminaceae. Brinjal belongs to Solanaceae, sunflower to Asteraceae, and mustard belong to Brassicaceae or Cruciferae. These are very important families and very common families, and they may be asked in the exam. Which statement is not true about taxonomic keys? A key consists of a number of couplets. Yes, it is correct. each couplet has a pair of leads. Yes, out of one couplet, one is a lead and another is for the back, like use for omission. The two leads of a couplet are arranged in yokes. Yes, they are arranged in yokes. And polyclave keys are single axis key. No, this is wrong statement. So the answer is D, that is polyclave key are single axis key is a wrong statement. Polyclave keys are multiple axis keys, commonly computer aided and represented in tabular or matrix or formula printed style. They work on the procession, that is, you take all the character and eliminate the ones which do not match while select the one which matches. Next question, Lloyd Botanical Garden is located at, so this is a very direct question. Lloyd Botanical Garden is located at Darjeeling. If you get some time, you should visit this garden. This is very beautiful botanical garden. It has a very rich diversity of flora. Allopatric speciation is due to, so next question, allopatric speciation is due to, has a different option, because it has one option, C, that which says geographical isolation only, and then there is an option D, interplay of geographical isolation and reproductive isolation. So if you have listened to my previous 2014 year explanation, question paper explanation, then in that explanation I have told that allopatric speciation is due to geographical isolation and sympatric speciation is due to uh, reproductive isolation. But the option D here, it is saying that it is interplay of geographical isolation and reproductive isolation. This option becomes more correct than choosing only the geographical isolation. So we will put the answer as D, that is interplay of geographical isolation and reproductive isolation, because species pair who diverge in allopatry often exhibit pre and post zygotic isolation mechanism. The pre-zygotic means the geographical barrier was the primary force prior to act of fertilization, and post-zygotic means natural reproductive isolation pertaining to unsuccessful interpopulation crossing after fertilization, such as the production of an infertile hybrid. So geographical isolation ultimately leads to reproductive isolation. So if such option is asked, then you should always prefer this option, that is interplay of geographical isolation and reproductive isolation, over the geographical isolation only. Next question, most primitive angiosperm is, so if you are just asked to mark this question, most of you will mark Magnolia, because Magnoliaceae is considered the most primitive angiosperm family. But here is a twist. The answer is Amborella. Why? Because some scientists claimed that magnolias or water lilies are the most primitive angiosperm. In 1994, 200 scientists from 12 countries formed the Green Plant Phylogeny Research Coordination Group and analyzed the differences in 3 DNA sequences. Now here comes the molecular taxonomy. From the plastid gene RBCL, ATPB and nuclear 18 srDNA in 560 angiosperm species. They concluded that Amborella has the most primitive DNA sequence. They suggested that Amborella, a tiny plant with pale yellow flowers and red fruit found only in New Caledonia, arrived earlier than any other plant, diverging from an extinct ancestor over 100 million years ago. This now defines the point of origin for the angiosperm. And in the 2014 question paper, they were asked which among the following is a basal angiosperm. In that case also the answer was Amborella, because among the flowering plant, around 3% of the total do not belong to neither monocot nor eudicot. They are called as basal angiosperm and include Amborella and then members of Nymphaeals and Australobiales. This is important. Next question, classification based on overall similarities is called. So the answer is C, phenetic classification. A phenetic or taximetrics, as it is called, is a classification based on overall similarity in characters such as morphology or other externally observable traits. It do not consider the phylogeny or evolutionary relations. Artificial classification is the earliest system of classification based on one or a few easily observable characters of plants such as habit type, herb, shrub or trees, or a floral character such as stamen or carpel. The phylogenetic or phyletic classification, as we call it, is it tries to identify the evolutionary history of natural groups, are expressed in form of phylogenetic trees or shrubs showing presumed evolution of the group. So the answer to this was C, phenetic classification, because it depends on the overall similarity. Next question, which statement is not correct? The D statement says that phylogram do not show a evolutionary relationship and phylogenetic distances. This is completely wrong, because a phylogram is a phylogenetic tree depicting the evolutionary relationship, and phylogenetic distances represented by branch length that depicts changes during evolutionary descent. So the phylogram do shows the evolutionary relationship and phylogenetic distances. Next question, ICN stands for. So ICN was earlier ICBN, now it is ICN, and it stands for International Code of Nomenclature of Algae, Fungi and Plants. So if you have attended my lecture on taxonomy in class, you will be knowing about the details of ICN. Let me give you some points, important points about ICN here. The International Code of Nomenclature for Algae, Fungi and Plants is a set of rules and recommendations that govern the scientific naming of all organisms traditionally treated as algae, fungi or plants, whether fossil or non-fossil, including blue-green algae, cyanobacteria, chytrates, oomycetes, slim molds and photosynthetic protists with their taxonomically related non-photosynthetic groups, but excluding Microsporidia. Before 2011, it was called the International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. The rules for it are formulated by International Botanical Congress. The latest code for it was Shenzhen Code 2017, where the recent meeting of the IBC was happened, and before to that it was a Melbourne Code in 2011. Next question, Km value of an enzyme is the substrate concentration at, we know the answer, it is half Vmax. You can see a theoretical Michaelis-Menten plot is shown on the right hand side. Km is the concentration of the substrate which permits the enzyme to achieve half Vmax. Next question, which of the enzyme is not a part of the Calvin cycle? So this is a very straight question. We know that the option C, that is phosphofructokinase 1, that is the PFK, is not the part of Calvin cycle, because PFK catalyzes the conversion of fructose 6 phosphate to fructose 1,6 biphosphate in glycolysis. So in the next video, we will be dealing with the question number 61 to question number 75. I will be giving you my detailed solution with explanation. If you find any mistake in the solution, please do comment. Please like the video, comment and subscribe to appreciate my work, and stay tuned for more upcoming solution videos of various MSc entrance exams related to biological sciences.